All right. First things first. To get back into it, everyone roll a d20 to see if they know what happened 2 weeks ago.
I hardly remember what happened 2 weeks ago.
I wasn't here.
Oh, thank God.
So, basically, if I were, I'd probably be telling.
Oh, thank goodness.
Doing.
I forget if it was like lowest or highest, but either way, I'm not the one.
No, Andrew is.
Yes. So, from my recollection, what had happened was you guys went to the Lord of Seaport's son's room, Bert, and started asking him some questions, being like, yo, we want to know what happened the night that you, like, bashed your face in, homie. And he was like, oh, yeah, about that. Someone came into my room and was attacking me and, like, bashed my head onto the doorknob, which, like I guess made the doorknob broke so I can, like, escape. And I ran out, fleeing with my life, and while the other dude had fled. And my parents and my dad's like, this kid's gone insane. He's bashing his head against walls like a lunatic. And that's not the truth. And Dylan was like, all right, I'm going to check this. I want to make sure there wasn't any magic and stuff. And he casted Detect Magic on the whole room and found nothing. Clueless, but also intrigued, Dylan...
You forgot the part where he was like straight up about to murder me. Like stab me in the back while I was trying to do this magic stuff. Be like... Sorry, continue.
Dylan then went off to find someone else to get their testimony who was around the scene of this quote-unquote assassination attempt, and they talked to a maid who apparently was actually Bert's nurse ever since he was a kid, and she was like, oh yeah, he's been acting totally strange since he went on that big delivery that his father let him go on. And then that's when Dylan was like, oh, I'd like to know more about this delivery. And I believe you guys went back to Vonderveer.
Yeah.
And asked him more about it. And he was like, oh yeah, my son, he's been training forever, and he told me he wanted to prove himself, so I let him go on that boat. And then one day, some civilians had found him on the beach and brought him back here, and the boy has no recollection of how he got shipwrecked. And then, he didn't talk to anybody for a while, and then all of a sudden, one day, he was the happy-go-lucky guy. And then, like, literally a few days later, all of a sudden, he's been acting really weird, talking to himself, randomly walking out of the house and not coming back for hours, all this other stuff, and then now he just bashed his head inside of a door. Dylan's like, it's not the work of magic, at least as far as we know. So something must have happened at the shipwreck. That is what it is, as he puffs a cloud of smoke from his corncob pipe. And everyone else is like, but how? And Dylan's like, it's elementary, my dear party members. We need to go to the Bard College and find all of the books of rumors and reports that they have. And so everyone got a little tour of the little Bard College where Dylan learned how all of his professional musical talents. They searched, everyone got their own little search they had to do, in which everyone was able to find a bit of information. And it was that it was about one of them was about the legend of the beast of Seaport, a massive creature that will randomly devour large ships that have very valuable things in them. Another one was about any like local rumors as well that were recently published somewhere. And also another one was, I think, to try to find I actually don't remember what the other book was you guys were searching for.
It was about like the swamps, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it was. You guys looked at a encyclopedia basically of different creatures of the native natural life in Seaport, and you guys are thinking that possibly. The other thing, Vondevere had. I think it was Vondevere. Someone gave you guys a side quest where there was a little kid's corpse that was found at one of the exit holes of the sewers, and the bite marks were far too large and nasty for a sewer rat, and also a sewer rat would definitely kill and eat the kid, strip him from his bones. They want to just kill him and tossed him aside. So there's some other creature that's in the sewers that needs to be taken care of, and which everyone got to visit the gravekeeper of Seaport named Zachary, in which there was a little bit of RP about Dylan not visiting his mother's grave in some time, and yada yada yada, and a little more explanation on how the gravekeeper thought that it couldn't possibly be sewer rats, and so you guys got a little more development on that side quest. And I believe now, you guys are possibly going to go investigate something. I don't remember what it was.
I think we're gonna look for mates. Right?
We were going Mason, but we talked about we really, especially like Joan and Leon, were really wanting to go into the sewers to see if they could find more evidence.
Yeah.
Because we thought like that might be a weregator.
Yeah.
All right.
But first, I think we need backup, especially if we're going to be fighting a weregator. If we do. And if there's one down there.
Okay.
So,
perhaps.
Well,
where would you guys like to search for Mason?
did we have a place that we'd say we'd meet up?
Nope.
Fuck.
I have a feeling we'd find him at the bar.
He seems like that kind of guy.
Yeah.
Seems the sailor kind. Do I know the taverns that are popular with sailors?
Most of them are by the docks.
Okay. To the docks.
To the docks.
So, it takes you a few hours to navigate through Seaport. Actually, it takes about 45 minutes to navigate through Seaport and eventually go into a few of the taverns and get a quick glance. And at one of them, you do notice that Mason is sitting at a small table in a corner with another individual who is hooded, and their clothing is fairly dirtied. And they seem to be having a quiet conversation about something. The tavern is not very busy, as most of the patrons who usually come here are out on the docks working on something.
Okay.
Should we leave them to talk, or should I go see what he's discussing?
We could probably just walk up to him.
But that's not suspicious at all.
We're supposed to be working together. He's the one who wanted to go wander off by himself, and now we have evidence and more clues, and we need his help to go investigate some more. We're not the ones in the wrong here.
Well,
Plus,
who
it'll
says he's
help
in the
his
wrong?
town.
Well, I like look at her. I mean, I look at him for a second. And I'm like, really?
Why? I thought that you were fond of your town. Are you not?
No. Wait, were you saying it's his town when talking about Mason or me?
Mason. And you, now.
Okay. Anyway, I go walk up towards Mason and the hooded figure.
All right. So Mason, you and your friend suddenly stop talking when you see the members of the Adventurers League who come to help you figure out what the hell's wrong with Bert, interrupting your very important conversation.
Matthew, was it?
Wrong.
Dylan,
Dylan.
that's it. Sorry about that. Could you leave me be for just a bit? I'm trying to finish this conversation, and then I'll be right with you.
Does it have to do with our job?
Well,
Because if it doesn't, I'm pretty sure it can wait.
And if it does, perhaps we should be involved.
Andrew, would this be the conversation that about the whole my little background part, or would it be part of the story?
This is more of a personal matter.
Okay. This is kind of personal.
Okay, then save the conversation for later. And we have a job to do, so working on that.
Your contact, Morgan. He'll speak up and he'll stand as he speaks up. I have other matters that I could be attending to, Morgan. Or not Morgan. Right? Yeah.
Mason.
I'm confused.
Mason.
Mason. That's
Very similar.
confusing everybody.
Mason Mason Marvel Morgan Matthew.
All the M's.
That I can attend to, Mason.
All right.
And oh, go ahead.
That's all I had to say was keep in touch.
And he will step away, but as he step away, he gives Dylan, Morgan, not fucking Morgan. God, it's been too long. Joan and Leon, all of you get like kind of like a dirty, nasty, quick side glare.
What does he look like?
I glare back. I don't care.
He definitely looks human, but he shrouds himself too much to exactly give off detailed facial features. He's probably around like 5'5", fairly lean figure. By the noise of how he walks, it seems to be that he doesn't wear any armor, and if he does, then it's probably something very light. And he doesn't seem to be carrying any weapons, at least none that are in the open. And the way that he walks suggests that he walks very lightly on his feet.
Suspicious.
I'm gonna have Mason stand up and kind of like brush off his trousers. All right then, shall we get going?
First off, what have you found out regarding the investigation?
Not really much.
I look over at Dylan, and then I look back at Mason. That's it.
I apologize. How long have you been working on this job?
Not very long.
Okay.
I was just assigned this case as well. Well, I just got word, though, like a few days to meet the Lord of the Land a few days in advance, but you basically showed up when I showed up for this case.
Insight check.
Dun, dun, dun.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Some music while we wait on me to pull up the character sheet and get all the. No, it just went to the other tab. Okay.
Oh no. It was such good waiting music, it couldn't handle it.
What is it? It's a 10. I don't know nothing.
Unless he fails whatever check you need to
Oh, true.
roll.
Are you lying,
Deception.
Zach?
No. So,
Okay.
How long has it been since we last left?
I
Since we
think
last,
today.
I know it's the same day, but it's like how many hours has it been since we last saw Mason?
Quite a few.
Oh.
Because you guys have been going around investigating, and then you researched at the library for a few hours.
I say, okay, well, so we interrogated the Lord's son, some of the Lord's staff. We went to the graveyard. We went towards the Bard's College and did research. You said you didn't find out anything, but what did you, I don't know, do towards the investigation?
um, I've kind of looked around for some possible contacts. I haven't had any good luck with it anyway.
Dylan's eye twitches like.
Well, on that note, we should get going.
Right. I tell him. I guess I'll tell him. I tell him, well, we're going to the sewers. We think the Lord also gave us a second task to investigate some strange attacks that have happened in the sewers by unidentified animals. We think it's possibly a of reptilian nature from the nearby swamps. We have a sinking suspicion. That's funny. That these both that the sewer situation and the Lord's son situation are somehow related.
I see.
So, to the sewers?
Yeah.
Agreed.
Great.
Okay.
I hope your nose isn't too sensitive.
And I've smelled sea salt for the most of my life.
That's not the same as the sewers.
Not the same.
Sea salt's mildly pleasant, a little sharp sometimes.
So, I'll go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, so all of you get to towards the one part of the city where both Dylan and Mason both know where there are the large pipes that lead out into a part of the bay that wash out the sewage, and when you get there, there are a few guards that are stationed. Essentially, what it looks like is the pipes don't simply just dump out into the open ocean waters. What it is there are these large stone walls that are built to essentially kind of guide the sewage so it doesn't spread directly towards the more civilized docks area. So unless if the tide brushes off the sewage, none of it is actually like spreading out and leaking towards the docks. There is like a stone wall structure that is made to push it off towards more the south.
Like an aqueduct?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It is, yeah. It's very advanced. And there are always guards that are stationed here, archers and also foot soldiers as well. And when you guys arrive here, a guard with blue eyes approaches. His emblem of Seaport shining brilliantly from the blazing sun. And he says, "Why, hello there. What brings you over to this part of the seaport?"
We're with the Adventurers League. The Lord Vanderveer asked us to look into this, to investigate the sewers involving the recent mysterious animal attacks that have occurred as of late.
I see. I don't really recall Lord Vanderveer telling us anything about adventure and members from the Adventures League coming to investigate, but I will go speak with my superior. Stay right here. And he turns and runs toward the large stone structure where it looks to be there is an entryway. Takes a few minutes, and he comes back and he says, "Looks like we did receive a message, and I am ordered to take you to the inactive pipe where the boy was found." And
Carry on then.
I was also instructed to give you this, and he gives you a map. And when you open it, you see that it is a blueprint of the sewers of the whole city.
I look at it and I'm like, and I pass it back to Leon and Joan to look at.
And the guard takes you over, and you see that these pipes, they're probably about I'd maybe say they probably have a radius of maybe about 10 feet. Well, no, they'd be bigger than that. They probably have a radius of 15 feet, actually. And
so you can march a small army through there.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They're fairly large, and the other ones seem to essentially they slowly let out a small little waterfall of sewage, and then they just sort of stop. And then a few minutes later, more sewage comes out, but there is no amount of sewage that's like bursting out at all, like they're large hoses or anything. But the one that the guard takes you to and has to lower you down into via a rope ladder, since these massive sewage pipes kind of go over a cliff down into the deep depths below. When you stand under this metal pipe, you don't hear the sound of any rushing water or anything, but you do hear like the echoes of dripping water. And the guard yells to you from the top of the pipe, and he says, "The boy was found at the edge of the pipe."
Okay.
We have a feeling that it's possibly in this part.
Okay.
Well, we'll know soon enough.
Either that or the boy's body drifted downwards. Does he point out where the boy's body was specifically found?
Yeah, I mean, he would point like directly at your feet.
Okay, I take a quick glance around to see if anything sticks out.
Give me investigation.
He could have been carried. He could have been carried here by whatever killed him.
Is the guard still above us?
Yes.
How long has this pipe been inactive?
Ever since we found the boy's body.
But the sewage is being diverted through other pipes now?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, I got an 18.
When you look
Nice.
around, I mean, you see lots, like, obviously you see not rust, but lots of wear and tear from the weathering of all this sewage. You don't exactly find anything out of place. Yeah.
Okay. I relay that information to my companions. I'm like, looks like if we want more clues, we're gonna have to go deeper into the pipe.
And the guard will remind you, well, he'll tell you that if something ever were to go wrong, to find an exit door that will lead you to a ladder that will bring you up to a manhole to the streets.
Okay.
How do we find one of these manholes?
It's a big iron door. You won't be able to miss it.
It's through the door, and that'll lead you to the ladder, which leads you to the manhole.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The map should show you where the manholes have been placed in the city.
Well, if we get attacked, we'll know what to do. After we probably kill it.
Andrew, can we see on the map easily where we are right now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Shall we?
And the guard will say, I will pray to Sol that he may light your path down here.
Thank you.
That you come back home, that you come back to the surface safe.
I just give him a nod. And
onward then?
I pull out a torch and light it and then start walking down the pipe.
And one thing I forgot to mention, there is like an inch of like sewage water that's still present on the pipe, but it's not like a lot.
We'll just clean our shoes later.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who's the
Leon looks slightly ill.
Mason? How good are you with maps? Mason.
What? Are we talking to me or?
Yeah, Mason. How good are you with maps?
I'm quite proficient.
Good. I gently take the map from whoever has it because I handed it back to Joan and Leon, and I'll give it to Mason. You're in charge of making sure that knowing where we are. And I point towards the map. I point to the map where we're going in, and I said, "This is where we're going in. Just keep track of where we are and where we've been." Well, the rest of us will look for any signs of weirdness.
All right.
Okay. So as you guys start to trek through the pipe, and eventually you do see the pipe actually opens up into more of a stone-esque chamber. Where the bottom, where the floor is carved out into a more of a rounded type of shape where the sewage would flow through, and on the side there are these walkways where people like maybe guards for if they were needing an investigation or construction workers to come down here. There are walkways, that way they're not just walking around in these nasty sewage. And eventually you do come across one of the iron doors described by the guard that leads to a manhole. Essentially, when you open the door, like right there behind the door, there is a hole that goes up to the surface where there's like a ladder that goes up. And with Mason, as you are like keeping track of the map, you and Dylan kind of know how the sewer system works, sort of. But it isn't until you actually get a hold of one of the blueprints that you have in your hand that you fully realize the intelligence that went behind this sewer system. Essentially, how it works is it is made so that there are certain chambers that are filled up with water, and through some sort of mechanism, or made possibly through magic, pressure is built, and when enough water is put in, it gets flushed out. And it keeps going this way until eventually it comes out through the pipes out into the water. This makes it so that there doesn't have to be a constant amount of energy flowing to keep pumping all this water. It builds up, and then builds enough pressure, then it lets out. So it's more energy efficient. But the other thing is it's also built this way so that they'll be able to shut the chambers and shut them off in case if other chambers on the other part of the city need to be repaired. This also explains why this pipe is inactive. Somewhere in the sewers, they have shut down one of these chambers that leads out into the sewers. And there are also other hallways and workarounds around these chambers so that if they're filled with water, they can just use those workarounds to go around them instead of having to access through the chamber itself in case if it's filled with sewage.
Okay.
And you are about to you do approach what you believe is the chamber that is filled with sewage and that is holding up all the water of this part of the city. Oh, another thing I shall also mention is it's also built so that someone can activate these doors in a center house somewhere in the city. And they're also able to kind of redirect the flow of sewage as well.
Okay. As we're walking, I'm just like using the torch and just keeping an eye out for like anything that sticks out to me that seems unusual, maybe involving the either mystery that we're like trying to solve. And as I'm doing this, I'm like brings back memories of the last time we were in the sewer back in the capital.
Yes, it does.
Though these sewers seem a bit more well designed, and we have a map this time.
Yeah, that is a plus.
Huge plus. However, we did have. What happened to him?
Vorpal?
Yeah, because I know he's not dead. He's much too clever for that.
I take a quick glance back at Mason and kind of try to, without saying or making too many motions, try to get to say like, let's not talk too much about Vorpal with third parties present. I'm like, I don't know. I'm sure he's a survivor. He'll turn up eventually.
Mm.
Anyway, I'm just glad we don't have to worry about a hag down here.
Quite.
Yes, it would be too soon if I ran to one again. Especially with. I'm not even going to talk about the cave. Can we keep going?
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about this no more.
Okay. Does Mason react at all when we mention a hag?
Nah.
Okay.
So, you guys are able to open the door that does have a hallway that goes around the chambers, and there are like cobwebs in the corner ceilings of it. Nobody comes down here and does any janitorial work down here. I mean, it's a sewer for crying out loud. It would be a never-ending job. And you go through some turns and some twists. And is there anything you guys want to do? Like, what exactly are you going to do in the sewer?
Like I said, I'm just using my torch to light the way, and at the same time looking for anything suspicious that sticks out, involving the child, or maybe somehow our other mystery with Bert.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Leon is like looking at the ground, looking for any skid marks that a short-legged creature would make.
Okay. Why don't everyone roll me an investigation check? And if you guys get the total that I'm looking for with your combined totals, or yeah, your combined rolls, then we will see what happens.
If only I was smarter.
If
If only I had a brain.
I don't know. You're the second highest.
What? No, I'm not.
One rolls. You rolled
Oh,
16,
and the
so
roll,
you're
okay.
second highest.
Okay, I get it.
Investigation. That's what I got expertise in. I forgot about that.
Nice.
I was trying to remember, like, it's persuasion, and what was the other thing I had expertise in? All right, investigation. It comes in. I thought it made sense because I like researching stories and looking for things. I don't know.
And look where it's gotten you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently, I'm good at intimidation, but not investigation, which really sucks. Because I was really happy for a moment, but not anymore.
The wrong eye.
Honestly, intimidation, investigation, two very important jobs for a cop. Like, my name's John. I'm a master of investigation. This is my friend, Sergeant John, other John, who's
Yeah,
a
but I
master
haven't
of
been using it as
intimidation.
much. I
That is
haven't been
true.
using it as much, which is really sad.
Well, intimidation, like, it really doesn't. I don't know. It's not like it's like persuasion, except it's like
Mean persuasion.
it's persuasion that you're less likely to get away with.
Yeah. But useful sometimes.
So, what was
Okay.
everyone's totals?
I got a 24,
I got 16.
so that's 30. Plus 13
That's
is
40.
43.
Those are
55.
40.
Our
No,
total is 55.
55.
Matthew, you're off by 10.
55.
Wait.
The first two are 40 together, and then 25 on top of that, taking to 65.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Ooh.
65.
Never mind. 65. 65? 65. No, 65.
Yay.
So, when you guys, first of all, what I should ask, what's like the party order as in like walking? Who is in the front? Who is in the back?
I think
just-
Mason's in the front. And Dylan.
No, Dylan's in the front because I'm holding the torch.
Oh, yeah.
Mason would be right behind.
Joan is in the rear, so Leon is second to last.
Yeah.
That's not safe. I feel like Leon should be very last because if something attacks us from behind, he's more likely to survive it.
Yeah, I have really high armor class.
I think you weren't there when I was dodging all of the kids.
Oh, yeah, true.
It's less about like will be hit. It's more of if he does get hit,
That's
he
fair.
can take it.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Leon, would you like to be in the rear?
Sure.
Okay, I'm in second to last.
I could just like imagine them like tag teaming as they switch spots.
We're ready for anything.
Ready.
Okay, so Dylan's up in front.
Yeah, we're keeping eyes on each other because that's what we do.
Yes.
So
Watch each other's
in,
back.
in a line, it goes Dylan, Mason, Morgan, and Leon.
Yes.
Correct.
Joan and Leon.
Yes.
Honestly, you're both cool. I don't know what the difference is anymore.
No.
So, eventually, as you guys are walking down one of the sewerways, you eventually see that in this time there's a chamber that is actually open. So how you essentially know if a chamber is closed is in the way where the sewage would pour out into this tunnel area. There's a large metal, not a portcullis, just like a solid metal door that slides down. And this one is actually drawn up. And with your investigation, you guys find in the area where like the sewage water would flow, there are like the stone is cracked, there are claw marks, and there are also will look to be signs of dried blood that's splattered all over one side of this tunnel.
Fun.
And there are also since this part is a little bit dried out, you do see that there is some caked sewage that it looks to be of drag marks that go into this chamber.
Go ahead.
We called it.
I kind of like, because I know Joan has like the best scout. I like kind of give her the motion to go scout ahead and like give us the okay signal. And I offer her the torch if she wants it, because that might draw attention to something's actually in there.
I just kind of wave my hand at the torch and step quietly into the chamber.
Alrighty, give me a stealth check.
I am good at that.
Go, Joan! You can do it!
How far is everyone else away from the entrance of the chamber?
I just want to make sure I can keep, as long as I can keep my eye on Joan, make sure she doesn't get away from where I can see.
So you would have to be
Exactly.
within 60 feet.
Right.
Yeah.
60
Same
feet would
with
be the
Leon.
max you would have to go before the darkness takes over.
Leon would.
Darkness takes over.
What about Leon? Since he's also there.
I believe with you, since you're in torch and you have dark vision, I think you can be within. It's like 30 feet of dim if it's dark, and 30 feet in dim light, like if it's light. So I think you would be able to see 90.
Nice.
Yeah, 90 feet technically.
Thank God I'm not nearsighted.
So, Joan, with your stealth, give me 1 second.
Sure.
Oof.
Oof. That's
You
not
guys
what I
see
want
nothing
here.
but pitch black?
Yep.
Good.
Oh, I see a room
Yes.
with me in it.
So this right here is one of the chambers.
This is one of the sewage like shut off chambers.
Yes. So
Okay.
right here where this square is, this is where essentially a large like pool of the water gets held. And then they will shut all of the sides except for the one that's filling, and it essentially fills up this pool. And then once when it overflows, they will open another one, and it will then basically just kind of flow out. So they can like change directions of the flow of sewage. And when you step in here, you see that there are immediately like there are floating bones of different creatures, some rubbish here and there. You also see there are more parts of this chamber that are cracked from something bludgeoning, smashing into it.
Oof.
And you also see old caked blood, very old, all over this the corners, probably about like a few feet above from the ground.
The blood that we found outside was fresher, right?
No.
It looks about the same age as this dried blood.
Yes, roughly.
Oof.
Joan, what is your passive perception again?
That's a great question. My passive perception is 15.
Okay.
Wait a sec. If she's seeing this, is she in pitch black or is she looking into like dim light?
To you, it depends. How far are you away from Joan, the entrance?
60 feet.
To you, it's pitch black.
What about me? Would I be able to
I'm
see?
just saying that if she's seeing it as dim light, she would have disadvantage on perception, so it would be a -5.
Well, let's see. So, if she's in your dim light.
Okay.
So she see it as bright, and then she sees dim darkness as dim light.
Yeah.
So the only time
that perception is that's based on sight. If she can hear it, like with perception can also be hearing or smelling something, and that is not affected. If she could hear it sneaking up on her, or if something's sneaking up on her, then it should be able to hear it, if not necessarily see it. So it's like if she's in dim light, her passive perception would be 15 for like all of her senses except sight, and sight would be 10.
I thought you guys were closer outside the door, but I see.
I get closer whenever I can't see her anymore.
No, I would. Like, I make sure that we could all see her in the light of the torch.
Cool.
So she's looking in this room in dim light.
Yep.
Okay. So, Joan, as you're like stepping in and looking around, you are surprised when something large lunges out from the water and tries to take a bite at you.
Oh no.
And let's have everyone roll initiative.
Do I see this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We all see this. We can see clearly now. The sewage is gone. We can see all obstacles. Wait, is that copyright?
We're not.
Yes.
We're not. Don't forget to select your tokens.
Abort.
Wait, how do... Wait.
Click on your token on the map and then select initiative. Yeah.
Hey. Where am... Oh, yeah, I'm right here. He. Come here. Come here. Token, let me select initiative. Please.
Token, please.
Please, token.
Okay.
Stop sliding around the screen.
That's a fun game.
I'm just... Oh! It did it for me!
Yeah, sure.
Oh. Thank you.
Where did... Okay, so Zach didn't click on his token before he did it.
Yeah.
So Morgan.
It was there a second ago, but it's not there anymore.
Joan. Where's your initiative roll?
I had it in the turn order, but it's gone now. So I don't know. I'll do it.
Oh, no, I know what happened. I thought that was an older one.
Okay, you can grab either 10 or 13.
We'll do 13, because that was the first one you rolled. Alright, so, since everyone has the surprise condition, the creature gets to act first.
Oof.
You see this large maw that extends out a few feet with these sharp, jagged teeth. And it looks like an alligator, like a crocodile, but not. It's quick and swift and fast for you to first be able to identify what it is. But all you know is it has like spines and these weird, like, I wouldn't say weird tendrils that are all over its neck that look like pieces of algae or plant that are growing off from its neck, and its eyes are like pure white.
Oh god.
And it's gonna go ahead and make an attack on you as it tries to bite you.
It's like a Lord Farquaad moment.
9.
Hideous.
9 to hit, it misses.
All right, so it snaps, and you're able to somehow you're able to quickly react and dodge out of the way, but you can feel air get pushed out from where its maw is. That the pressure of this bite is quite nasty. And then it somehow, from the water, as it puts its arms on the edge of the walkway, twirls its tail and goes to slam you.
Oof.
This time scoring a 20.
Oh my gosh!
Okay, you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage and make me a strength saving throw.
22, no problem.
All right, so the force of this tail is fairly strong, but you are able to keep steady on your feet. And then after that,
friends, avoid the tail.
It goes ahead and goes underwater.
I don't get to attack it?
Nope.
Oof.
Ooh, biscuit.
And Joan, it is now your turn.
You good?
Good enough. Can I look into the water and see it?
You can give me a perception check.
Uh-huh.
Don't get too close.
11. Okay.
Oh, well, I'll say this. Before you make a perception check, this will take your action to do the perception check. Yes, it takes an action to try to see something, try to look for something you can't see.
I see.
My advice, if you want to listen to my advice, I would just say hold your action, wait till it jumps back out, and attack, and hold your action to attack it when it does.
Yeah. Thinking of these wise words that Dylan has told me in the past to wait until I can... yeah, I'm going to kind of step into the corner of the room and wait until I can see it, but I'd like to take a bonus action and spend a key point to do patient defense.
I'm tempted to wrestle the gator.
Okay.
You always want to wrestle everything.
Leon, it's your turn.
Yeah, well,
I'm
going to...
You are 70 feet away from
Wait.
The entrance.
Well, that's sad. I'm not going to rage yet then, because I only have 45. I'm gonna get as close as I can to my dear good friend.
So
No, you can dash, so you can make it there.
You have 80.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have 80 feet of movement, so you can get like right here, honestly, if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
No, she should have 45 because she's a whale.
Okay, 90 then.
Yeah. Is that an action?
Yes.
Yeah, dash
Wait,
is
I
an
can
action.
bonus action. I can bonus action rage.
Yes, if you want to.
Yes. That's what I'm going to do. Because that's my dear good friend.
Okay, so you just get all pumped up and hyped. As you're...
Hi.
Gonna wrestle an alligator.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna wrestle an alligator. That's what he yells while running up.
I don't.
Dylan, it's your turn.
Actually,
Okay.
it's not.
Oh, wait, never mind.
Whose turn is it?
The gators.
But I thought it was its turn to go underwater.
That was on the surprise round.
Oh.
So,
yeah, come at me.
it lunges out and makes another attack.
At who?
It's gonna make it at... This time it's gonna make it at Leon. He's making some noise.
Yeah.
It's looking intimidating.
Try it.
19, or excuse me, 18.
Oof. Yeah. Just one above my armor class.
Fudge. Drop my die.
Don't care. This only makes me stronger, he says it as he gets folded.
So this, you take 5 points of piercing damage.
Sweet.
Sweet.
And you are now restrained. It clamps its mouth onto you, and you now...
Pulls me in.
As restrained, your speed becomes 0, and you can't benefit from any bonus to speed. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attacks now have disadvantage, and you also have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
So all good things.
So it's lifting you in the air as it holds you in its mouth, and it does go like into the water with you.
It's cool. It's cool.
Leon.
Like, didn't Jones save her action to attack it when it showed up?
Yeah.
Was it above water long enough? I don't know.
Yeah, you can make the attack.
Because you're a monk.
And you have 2 because you have the extra attack.
Yeah.
I don't have extra attack yet.
Wait.
What level? We got to level 5, so unless you multi-classed.
No, I didn't. Yay!
Yay!
I need to write that down. Okay, I'm going to attack it with the longsword of unerring sharpness. It's a 24.
You hit.
It's really sharp. I'm gonna slice it side open and do so much damage. 12 points of damage.
Nice.
Good job,
It
Jones.
takes the cut onto its on its top jaw, leaving a gash, but it's still gonna pull Leon towards the water.
So she has still a second attack because of extra attack.
Yeah. Does an 18 hit?
Hold on a second.
I think Andrew's looking something up.
Yeah, I remember. Okay, so technically, since this is not on your turn, you actually don't get extra attack.
That's fine.
Bummer.
I still have one good hit on it. I'm ready to save Leon eventually.
Eventually. I'm fine for now. Don't worry.
4 seconds later.
So, Leon, you're still going to get submerged into the water, and then it's going to go ahead
and twirl, because I know how they work.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a... You're going to make a contested strength athletics check.
Got it. Strength, because I am strong.
I'd like to yell down to Leon, how's the wrestling going?
Oh, by the way, because you had rage, what was its bite attack piercing damage?
I don't remember.
It's a bite attack, so unless it's like, yeah, it's probably piercing, which you should have resistance to because you're
Do I?
raging. Yes.
Rage it.
While you're raging, you have resistance to all bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Except for mind stuff, because I don't do that.
Oh, right, because you're a bear, so you have resistance to all damage except for psychic. And I'm pretty sure whatever that bite attack was, it was not psychic.
I mean, you
It
never
hurt
know.
me emotionally, okay?
All right. So with your 27.
Oh, sorry. Oh, that was a natural 20. Woo! Sorry, I rolled another one.
You were only going to take. This is halved. Wait. So no. All right. I will tell you how much damage you're going to take. And you don't have it. I already have it for you. So because you saved and because you're resistant, you're only going to take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Hey,
Got it!
look at you go.
But you are submerged underwater.
Sweet. I'm cool.
And
I have strong lungs.
I think you can survive underwater as long as I think your Constitution modifier.
Yeah, my Constitution modifier is 3. I can stay under there for 3 minutes.
You're fine.
I'm fine. I got strong lungs.
Which to me, to be honest, is honestly kind of ridiculous mechanic.
It is. But I'm an elf, so you know. It's also that too. I don't know how
Are elves?
capable elf lungs are.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are elves renowned for their lung capacity?
I don't know.
And then it also gets to make a tail attack on you as well.
How is it going to hit with its tail?
17.
What's in its mouth?
Does
I mean,
it
it has
hit
weird
when
tentacle
it's
things.
just on your... Because I'm
Yes.
17. Okay. It hits. Just hits.
Alright, you're gonna take 2 points of bludgeoning.
Sweet. I'm at 30 hit points. This is cool.
See, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm
You still
cool.
have more hit points than me.
Dylan, it is your
I
turn.
only got...
Okay, how far am I from all this?
You are 60 feet.
Okay, I dash to
I
get
can
up
only
here.
imagine what Mason is thinking. Probably that we're insane. Because
I don't know.
we are a little bit. At least some of us are.
I could run up. I obviously can't see Leon and the gator.
Oh no, I think you can because they're spinning.
You can see like the water being disturbed, but you can't actually see them.
I can't give Leon inspiration because he probably can't hear me, can he?
No.
Okay. I'll use my bonus action to give. What do I have for? Let me look at my spells real quick. Shit, did not mean to do that. Spells. I'm gonna use I'll use my bonus action to give Joan inspiration.
Okay.
Inspiration!
Anything else, Dylan?
That's it.
Mason.
Yes.
It is your turn.
All right.
Go pew pew. I actually don't know how Mason attacks. This is going to be interesting.
We'll see. I love this.
So it
This
would
is
take
cool.
me an entire action to do like a.
So do
check,
note, this right here is like, that right there is where like the tunnel kind of gets hollowed out, and it is like a 10-foot dip.
Okay. So that. Okay.
And is 10 feet long. So, but you can jump up to your strength score.
Okay, so then I can go over here then.
Mm-hmm.
That's 10, right?
Yep.
That's 5 feet.
And jumping does take up your movement.
All right.
Well, it's like if he jumps 10 feet, then that's subtracted from his walking speed. So
Leon
he
is
has 20 feet
definitely
left.
Sorry. Leon is definitely taking a bath after this.
So, it would take me an entire full action to do a perception, correct?
Yes.
After that time, would you know where it is? Like, unless it does something to hide?
I mean, it hid underwater.
Fair. Okay.
In dirty, murky sewage water.
Your
Wait,
favorite.
Our favorite. This is great. I demand a bath after this.
how does a tail attack somebody who's in its jaws?
It has a really long tail.
Alright. I'm going to do a perception check.
What is it with me with animals that have tails and attacking them by either getting grabbed by them
Do you
or
have? I don't think you have your action, Zach. You had to double move to get to the entrance.
What?
Yeah, you were 70 feet away from the entrance.
Oof.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I was right about here.
Yes. You were placed there because I don't have a lot of room.
Yeah.
So
Like this
technically
whole
you were
part,
70 feet away from the entrance.
like this whole part is like an abstraction, really.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not the actual
No.
block. Okay. Is
You
there,
know what
like,
would be great?
is that black line
sorry.
like right there? Is this black line right here like a wall or something?
That's
Or-
supposed to symbolize where the iron door is, but it's open.
But it's open.
Yeah.
Would I be able to see it if I were to see the water? If I were to jump?
I guess I don't know what you're talking about because I didn't see anything. I don't know where you're pointing.
So that's what I'm talking about. That line right there. That's supposed to be where the iron door is, right?
So from this corner to this corner is where the whole iron door closes.
Okay, but that door's open.
Yes,
correct?
the whole iron door's open. Otherwise, everyone else wouldn't have been able to get into this chamber.
So if I were to jump across, I would still be able to see where Leon got taken under, right?
Kind of. The only thing that you would be able to see is you'd be able to see the surface of the water getting ripples from something moving under the water.
Is it that deep?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It is very deep.
Would I have disadvantage if I were to try to do a perception?
I would say since the water's so murky, like you can't see them. You can't see through the water.
Let's see. Water's a great electrical current.
I swear. I swear. I swear. You
If you kill Leon, I will kill Mason.
Oh.
I'm okay with saying 2 people were killed by an alligator.
Oh.
Plus, I don't think Joan would like that too much either. I think she's a little bit more scary than Dylan. I apologize.
That's fine. I understand. No, I completely
She's
agree with
definitely
you.
more scary looking. You know. All right, huh?
No, she is beautiful. Shish.
Foxy lady.
I can't.
How far would this be right here?
Zach, I don't know how to explain this to you. It'll take your entire action and move action to actually get into the room. Like you're 70 feet away.
Yeah,
But
so
it's
if
Like there's
third.
not unless you have a bonus action spell or something, you can't do much on this turn.
Alright.
They must suck being human.
So it's just gonna be a move action then. It's nothing more than that, right?
Okay, yep.
Moving is fine too. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
And that basically ends my turn then.
All right, Joan, it is your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I gather that it seems Leon is more than 10, 15 feet underwater at this point, considering I can't see them.
Mm-hmm.
We're at the bottom.
Would I know if my ability to swing a longsword underwater is impeded in any way?
Oh, don't,
AKA
Joan.
disadvantage?
Joan,
Yes,
don't.
I believe so.
Joan,
That's what I
don't.
figured.
I believe so.
Joan, just wait
I
for us to
definitely
come
know
back
ranged
up.
attacks are impeded by
Yeah, I'm
underwater
curious
combat,
of
but I don't
longswords
remember
and
if
punching.
melee attacks are.
Okay. And while you're looking for that, is there anything in this room aside from the bits of bone and the ledge around the pool? Like, is there any scaffolding or a ladder? Anything like
Other than like at the top, you see that it kind of looks like there's like a dome ceiling. Not much.
Okay.
So it says here that when making a melee weapon attack, a creature that doesn't have a swimming speed, either natural or granted by magic, has disadvantage on the attack roll unless the weapon is a dagger, a javelin, or short sword, a spear, or a trident. A ranged weapon attack automatically misses a target beyond the weapon's normal range. Even against a target with normal range, the attack roll has disadvantage unless the weapon is a crossbow, a net, or a weapon that is thrown like a javelin.
Wait, sorry. So you said daggers and short swords are okay. Slightly regretting not having a short sword, but I assume that means punching is okay.
Uh,
I mean, that would make sense.
It will make sense.
it would make sense. I mean, it doesn't say unarmed attacks.
I know it doesn't
But-
explicitly allow it, but if it allows those kind of weapons,
It's finesse weapons, and you don't get more finesse than your own hands.
exactly what I was thinking.
Plus, I was gonna ask you about the way that it bit me. How did it bite me exactly?
It basically like clamped down on like your torso, so your arms you can still move them and your legs too, but other than that, you can't really move anything else.
I have 2 hand axes at my side.
And you do.
Would those possibly like dig into the thing when it bit me? Just a question that I had.
No.
Okay.
I'm going to.
I'm gonna say your unarmed strikes would still have disadvantage.
Oh, okay. I assume I would know that. I've tried punching things underwater before.
Yes.
I don't, but a dagger wouldn't.
Okay. Then I'm going to spend the turn looking for it underwater.
Don't.
So you're
No.
gonna jump into the water?
No. Looking into the water to see if I can find it.
So you're gonna dip your head into the water.
Don't do that. Don't open your
Is
eyes in
that
the murky
the only
water.
way
That's
I can
bad for
try
your
to
eyes.
find it?
That is bad for your
I
eyes.
honestly am probably gonna say that you feel confident that this water, since it's sewage, even if you had your head under the water, you're not gonna be able to see anything.
Okay, then
Not to
I'm going to hold my
that-
action.
Even with
and-
her dark vision, she can't see. Since I
No.
brought the torch closer,
It
she
is-
can't see better into it.
It's not darkness it's not darkness
It's
that's the problem.
filth.
It's
filth.
like seeing through fog.
It's like I don't know.
Yeah, there's just
looking
too-
in through.
It's obscured vision.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to hold my action and hope that they reemerge before my next turn.
Yeah, because I can still I can still try to break my way out of here.
Yes, Leon, it is your turn. You can.
Yes, I'm going to go
try
for
to
a
break
jailbreak.
out.
And
I'm
you have
going to go for
advantage
a
on your
jailbreak.
strength checks because you're raging.
Yes.
Yay! Advantage! Let's go.
All right, you're able to bend your arms, and you're able to pry open the maw of this creature, and you're able to swim out from its mouth.
Sweet.
That is your action.
Do hand axe. Can I hit him with a hand axe?
You spent your action breaking out of the grapple.
True.
Get out of the water. Get out of the water.
But that would be an action.
No, you could swim
Oh,
up. You could.
I'm
That's
swimming
movement.
up.
Okay.
Disengage.
You spend about 10 feet of your movement swimming up.
Yeah.
All of you see
And-
Leon resurface.
I'm taking a bath after this.
Actually, wait. It gets a reaction.
No.
Let's see if it can bite you and restrain you again.
Please
no.
don't.
You're in luck. You swim to the surface.
I'm taking a bath after this, definitely. He says, like, climbing up and out.
We're not free of it yet.
Nope. It's
Anything
still
else?
down there. And we're probably going to need to look for eggs after this.
If it's a woman, yeah. But even if it's a female, you still need eggs and fertilized eggs. So unless there's a male and a female, it's not a problem.
Anything
there's
else, Leon?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
There's nothing I can really do.
All right. So,
Oh yeah, it gets in action now because it's like
It-
right after me.
we'll come up, and it's gonna try and bite. It's gonna try and bite Dylan.
Oh
Oof.
shit.
No.
Cutting words.
Mind
So-
sharing that with the class?
On its bite attack, it's gonna reduce. I use one of my bardic inspirations to take its attack roll and reduce it by 1d8.
Okay. You want to roll the d8?
Yeah, I'll roll it. Pretty good. That's pretty big for the roll. -6.
Okay. What's your armor class?
At the moment, it's actually, yeah, it's 13 at the moment because I'm holding a torch.
Okay. So you see it come up, and you go. Oh crikey! Hold on, mate.
I would never.
But no, you do start like saying some loud words to possibly intimidate it to make it draw back, and it does miss its bite attack, but it is going to take the opportunity to also try to hit you on your feet and try to knock you off your feet with its tail.
Oof.
It misses again. You're able to
Yay!
hop over its tail, and then it's going to go underwater.
Dylan,
Wait,
how about
Joan held her attack.
yeah?
It's not within reach. I didn't resurface it, but it's right here.
Oh.
That was my bad. I should have resurfaced it. Okay.
Dylan,
Does anyone
how
else
about you
want
take
to
a
use
step
their
back?
reaction to Leon and Dylan? You can use your reaction to make an opportunity attack on it, though.
yes! Do it. I'm doing it.
No, I already used my reaction for cutting words.
Oh, that's right. So only Leon.
Yeah,
Leon.
great sword.
Make me an attack roll.
Great sword. Attack. Wait, do I have advantage? I don't think
you
I have
don't.
advantage. Oops.
No, unless
Sorry.
you.
22.
Sweet. Does it hit?
Yeah.
Wait a sec. Okay, so if you hold your action to attack when it comes up, and then you attack it, would you also get another attack when it like goes back underwater from opportunity attacks?
Yeah.
Technically, yes.
That's pretty good damage.
Wait, can Joan hit it with her longbow?
I don't think so.
Opportunity attacks only work with melee attacks, melee weapon attacks.
Oh.
I think
That-
she was referring to the held attack, but I assume
The held
I
attack,
was
yes,
holding with the
but
longsword.
yes.
Joan?
Dylan, it is your turn.
Oh.
Shit. How damaged does Leon look?
I'm good. I'm good. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Here's
But
what
get back a bit from the water.
Okay, I kind of take a couple steps back and I'm readying myself to cast sleep because I know it's going to attack one of the four of us. So I'm going to cast sleep as a third level spell when it resurfaces. So it's only going to be in the area where the alligator could be and not hit any of us.
Okay. You do have the option to draw a box. So if you want to draw the box to show where you're going to cast a spell and what areas will be affected.
Okay, it's within 20 feet of a point of your choice.
So it's a 40 feet radii.
So probably draw a shape. It's probably going to take up this 20.
20 feet would hit
If it comes up
the whole
in
room
there.
if you put in the center.
There. Did you guys see it?
That's almost like all of the square.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it's a rectangle. Oops.
Yeah. But if it comes up in that area before it attacks, I'm going to use my reaction, or I'm going to hold my action to cast sleep
So you're going to
on
cast it
that
right
cube.
here on Joan? Or
No, not right
where?
now, but when it resurfaces.
I
So it
know.
like,
No, okay. So you're going to cast it here, yes?
yes.
So it has a diameter of 20 feet.
I thought it was a cube.
It is, but it's like it goes 20 feet in every direction from the point.
Yeah.
So just like drop
This-
it in the middle.
So
Yeah,
it
this
would
is the
hit
point.
it would hit you and all your party members, including it.
Wait.
No, I drew the
So-
cube 20 feet by, it's a 20 feet, 20 feet cube.
No, but
Well,
It's
20 foot.
radius of 20 feet.
from where you choose. So if it's here, then it goes. Okay, let's say that you
Oh,
chose
20 feet radius.
Yes. If you go here,
Okay.
it's going to affect every block within 20 feet around it.
How about you just put it over the middle of the
If
water?
you put it over here, then it can't hit any of us unless we hop in.
Yeah, I'll just do it on here.
Just don't
Oh.
cast it if any of us are grabbed, please.
So you're gonna.
Because I'd rather not take a
Here?
nap in here.
Yeah, that's where I'm gonna center it on. Well,
Okay.
this point really.
All right, so you're gonna that's when you use you're gonna hold your action. Mason, it is your turn.
Okay, so I have.
You have what?
Is there anybody in the water?
No.
No.
Touching water. Okay.
Shocking.
If I used chaotic orb using lightning, would I electrocute all the?
I don't know. This water's pretty polluted.
I would say
Water's
no.
like a
Throwing a toaster into a bathtub.
I would
It's
say
less.
no.
Situation. No. Oh.
Not only that, but you would also have disadvantage on trying to hit it because you can't see it. Yeah.
Let's see. Didn't you say something about crossbows not having disadvantage?
No, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, never mind.
But it automatically misses beyond the weapon's normal range. So So like, let's say longbows. I think longbows have like what is it? A range distance of like 120,
150.
30, 150. So if you try to shoot something anything beyond 150, it's an auto fail.
Okay.
And you also need to choose. It's a large creature, so it takes up 4 squares, and you have to choose the right square, and you still have disadvantage because you can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
But you could hold your heavy crossbow and wait to shoot it when it comes out of the water.
I have a light crossbow, not a heavy crossbow.
I said crossbow. I don't remember. I don't think I said heavy crossbow. Did I say heavy crossbow?
I thought you said heavy.
Yeah, I think so, but that's okay.
I think you did too, but it's okay.
All right, then I will do that then.
All right.
Actually, no, I'm gonna hold my chaotic orb with lightning. Actually, is that possible?
Yeah.
To
Alright.
let you know, and this also affects me too, if you hold a spell action to cast a spell, even if you don't end up casting the spell, because nothing that you're ready to cast on happens, it's still you lose the spell slot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So if you hold an action to cast a spell and nothing happens, you still lose the spell slot?
Yeah, it's kind of like you were just like you got it pretty much. Like imagine like holding something, like holding it all in, waiting right, like you prepare to cast a spell, like 99%, and you're just holding on to the energy just to let it go when you need it to, but then it doesn't come soon enough, and it just
So it
like
just
kind of
fizzles.
fizzles out.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, Joan.
I'm going to sheath my impressively sheened longswords, the pointy one, and pull out a longbow and hold to attack. Oh, but I would like to use bonus action Kensai's Mark, which let me double check. I'm pretty sure I don't need sight of it, and I just add +2 to my range attack. And that's it for my turn.
I have a question. I said I held cast sleep. Can I cast my sleep after these guys already attack it?
I don't actually know what order held actions go in.
I would say no. Since there was no communication between the party, you guys are all just kind of doing everything on your own. Leon.
Sorry, Kensai shot, and it's 1d4. But yeah, doing that.
Okay. Leon, it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to hold my greatsword and I'm going to wait for that thing to jump out. Because I know that I will.
We're gonna murder it.
We're gonna murder it.
Everyone's doing a Avengers pose.
Leap into the
wave.
air.
I'm
We're
really
gonna
about to waste the
Thanos
sleep
the
spell.
shark.
Who's the shark?
Spoiler.
Oh, sorry.
Shark.
Alright. It resurfaces.
Crocodile. Yeah! Attack!
So, Dylan.
Oh, he snapped it
Since
back.
you are technically before everyone else. Well, we'll actually go in turn of initiative. So technically, Joan, you're gonna get yours first.
Meep. 11 to hit.
That is a
Ooh,
miss.
but wait, Bardic Inspiration.
Oh.
Yeah!
Plus you have a +2.
What?
Plus you have a +2.
Ow.
Your Kensai thing.
No. Any target you hit will take an extra 1d4 damage.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it's damage, not
But yeah, roll the d8.
14?
That's
maybe?
a hit.
Hey!
Nice!
Hey. We know it's more than 11, at least 14.
Rolling a
Bardic
d4.
inspiration is a savior. And
Ooh, that was
14 points.
That was really good damage for a
The
longbow.
arrow sinks into the top of its maw and it hisses.
Yeah,
the next one would be Leon.
Yeah, and I'm going to smack down onto its maw to close its mouth again. Since it's probably open. And a great sword. My favorite color is blood.
12 is a hit.
Okay, so the AC is 12.
No metagaming! That's it. Its AC is still 31. You just fucked yourselves. No, honestly, I kind of have a pet peeve on that.
Sorry.
Sorry, it was just like it was kind of obvious because like the 11 missed, but then the 12 hit. So
Just because it's obvious to you doesn't mean it's obvious to everybody else.
I mean, yeah, I am a little bit not smart.
It'd be Dylan.
Yes. So Dylan, now you get yours.
okay,
So roll your die. Your die.
this is gonna be a waste of a spell. It's gonna work, but it's gonna be a waste.
Ooh.
That's
Oh
not a
my
waste.
gosh! What did you do?
You
It's sleep. If
your
it has
magic.
47 HP or less, then it goes to sleep
Your
for a
magic
minute.
sinks
yeah.
into its mind and its eyes get drowsy, but it is not enough to overcome its consciousness and it stays awake.
Oh shit! It has
Run
more than 40.
away!
Okay, we're very screwed. It has a lot more hit points than I thought it would.
Hey, it's okay. I'm
And
still good.
Mason, go ahead and make
Alright.
your attack. Your ranged attack. Ranged spell attack.
I am using my chaotic orb. I'm using lightning.
Indeed.
And then,
Shocking, really.
So I roll my d20 and then add my spell modifier, correct? As a spell attack.
Your spell attack bonus. You can make chromatic orb into an attack spell. That way, when you click on it, it just automatically rolls your to hit and damage.
That's missing.
That's a lot of damage.
Your chromatic orb soars over it and crashes into the stone wall. Actually, no. It would actually go through the tunnel to the over here and just, and then just kind of fizzle out. All right, it's gonna go ahead and try to bite Dylan now.
Shit.
No.
Dylan's dead.
My
Bye, guys.
Dylan, no.
This is
Dylan,
going to hit.
please don't die.
What's the number? What's the number?
I believe
Is it-
in order for you to use your ability, you have to know before the result of the roll. Like, technically.
I can't. Did I have to use my reaction to cast the spell because I held an action?
No, that's different.
That's different.
Yeah, your reaction and holding an action are completely different.
I
things.
will use cutting words.
You know what would have been great if I had Sentinel.
I actually love Sentinel. It's so good.
Okay.
Sentinel's pretty fun.
Shit. -2.
It misses.
Dylan,
It misses.
Oh, thank
Ooh,
gosh. Dylan, I'm serious. Get back.
I want to help.
But Dylan, you can't help no one if you die. Please, you're a good friend.
I like to think I could help by being an inspiration to the living, but okay. What does it do after it fails to bite me? Hello?
Yeah. So it says that you have to do this before the DM tells you the check succeeds or fails, or before if it deals damage. So technically you wouldn't be able to use it, but I'll let it slide since we didn't really quite know how.
You never said it succeed or not. You never told me what the result was. So I said
I said this is gonna hit, and then you said
I don't remember you saying that.
I do. But like I said, you're still gonna use it. But next from here on out, you have to say you use it before I say the results, and I'll try to remember to give you time.
I thought I could use my reaction, but apparently I could.
All right, so it misses its bite attack, but now it's gonna try to use its tail attack on you. This one. This one's a 21.
Yeah, it hits.
Make me a strength save as you take 9 bludgeoning damage.
11.
All right, you are now knocked prone. And Dylan, it's your turn.
Yay. I'm just like on the floor. Like I like to imagine I was like excited that it missed me with a bite and then like wrapped around, knocked me down with its tail. And then like mentally I'm thinking, why couldn't it have been Mason? Okay, 22. I use half my movement to
I told you to get back.
Oh, and then it also, I forgot, it submerges underwater again. So
Oh,
Leon,
come.
Leon, if you want to make your reaction to make an opportunity attack, you can.
You bet I do. I'm
But
gonna smack that
why?
boy. Because he hurt my friend. And that's
Smack
okay.
that alligator, smack that. Till he gets no sore, smack that.
I'm pretty sure he's already sore.
I don't know. I like this song.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
The song is a hit, guys.
It's a hit. Ooh, 15.
All right, this thing I believe is definitely bloodied now.
Hooray!
Yeah, how's that feel? Remember that next time
Alright.
you try to kill some kid.
Dylan, continue.
I use half my movement to stand up, and I look at Leon. Bonus action to give him bardic inspiration. I'm down to
One
two.
left.
I used cutting words twice. Gave
And one
one to
for me.
Joan. So gave one to Joan, and I'm giving one to Leon. So I only have one left after this. So I give one to Leon. I take 5 feet back to get away from the water, and I'm gonna just hold a vicious mockery.
Okay.
I don't know how much else I can do.
Mason, it is your turn.
I'm going to hold Firebolt.
Sorry, firebolt or fireball?
He's
Firebolt.
way too low level to have a fireball.
You get it? What, 7?
Not if you're an Eldritch Knight.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's fair.
I have Firebolt, which is a cantrip, so I don't lose spell slots.
You're going to hold your action to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
Since he's not above water, so.
If that is it, Joan, it is your turn.
I feel like the bow tactic went pretty well last time. We're going to wait. Yeah. Yeah, this is fine. We're gonna hold shooting with the longbow again and Kensei shot.
Okay. Leon.
Yeah, I am going to attack it again with my great sword. I just gotta hurry
It's
it.
underwater.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna hold to hit it with the great sword.
Okay.
Yeah, holding.
You know, for an alligator, this thing sure is using a lot of guerrilla tactics.
It's a smart alligator.
You guys see it go over to this side and surface itself.
I would like to shoot it.
Alright, you can try.
Yeah, that's a 9 to hit.
Yeah, that's a miss. You don't expect it to go over there, so you kind of like quickly jerk up your bow and take a shot, and it flies over its head. And then it just starts walking.
I didn't even realize there was an opening
I'm
over
going
there.
to yell at it and say, "Come back here, you coward!"
See you later, alligator.
I didn't stop it.
Andrew, you
Dylan.
said there's in this Lewis system. There's one open for filling and one open for venting, and that's the most open at a time. So the other two are shut. Or are
Yes.
there 2 other doors to this chamber?
Yes.
So is that door closed? That it's
Well,
trying to go to?
It went through an open one, but the other 2 are closed.
So it's trapped, right?
Maybe, but there's other potential.
Yeah, but
Sorry,
we gotta be cautious, guys. It may not be alone. There might be something else down there where it's heading.
It
You know
could have a
what?
mate, I suppose.
Right now, I just want to kill it. Okay?
Yeah, I mean, we all want. Okay, Leon, we all want to kill it. I mean, that's not a question.
Aw, what did it do to you guys?
It ate it.
bit
It
me!
killed us.
It killed
probably.
a child! Which is more important than biting me,
Why
honestly.
would it have bit the child but not eaten it?
Because it has
cruel creature.
eggs. It has
While we
eggs.
go
I'm
toward
telling
it.
you. Let's go.
Oh.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, let's just jump this. We can all. As long as we all have a strength higher than 10, we can all jump this gap.
Oh. I can't do it.
What?
I'm joking.
This whole time he's been lying to us
This
about
whole
being a
time,
barbarian.
he just has he has very high charisma, and his like heavy weapon is actually like a hollowed out piece of like wood that's like painted like steel, like chrome.
I like it.
Ah, yes. He's like a bodybuilder. They're toned like to the max, but actually have like not as much strength. Oh,
Exactly.
Yes. Look at me, big guy with the protein.
Protein.
Okay, who's in front? Who's in front? Leon, you're in front.
I'm in front. Let
Leon,
me move
like I
my
said,
token. Token,
okay.
please move.
We're still in combat.
Oh, never mind. I'm waiting. I retract
10,
that
15, 20,
statement.
25. So Dylan, you're gonna run where?
I'm gonna get a little bit of a start, jump over it, and stop right here.
Okay. Mason.
Did it come out of the water at all, or?
Okay,
He did.
dude, are you paying attention? Are you doing something else?
No.
Zach?
Yes.
Okay, you're
Pay
either
attention.
gonna play D&D or you're gonna leave.
All right.
Because every time that it's your turn, we have to explain to you what has happened ever since last your turn.
All right.
Yeah, it got out of the water and it went into this sort of open door, and we don't know where it's heading.
All right. Can I see it or no?
Nope.
It's gone off into the darkness as far as we know.
Right.
I see.
And Dylan has the torch.
I have the torch. That's
The
why
blazing
my
torch
AC is
does
reduced
plus.
from 15 to 13, because I can't hold the shield and the torch.
I mean,
You
you
know,
could, just no weapon.
You could just give it to me
Or
and
no
I can hold it
spells.
with my mouth.
With
can
your
do that.
mouth? That's not safe.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What
Fire
is safe
head
anymore?
is a great
Okay. It's
So-
fine. It'll be okay. Don't worry. I don't care about it.
I don't care about anything anymore.
I don't. I just want to kill it.
So it went into this space here, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
See, I can ping when it's not my game. I just can't ping in my own campaign.
Get good?
So it's dark in there, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Would I be able to like light one of my bolts and shoot it into the hallway and see if it would light up the area a little bit?
Well, it takes an action to use the spell light, and then it takes an action to shoot. So that would require you to either action surge or
Wait.
to use 2 turns.
Wait a minute. You have the cantrip light?
I do not.
No, he has
Oh.
a firebolt though.
The firebolt cantrip. You want to like shoot it like a flare gun.
Yeah,
Kind of, yeah.
that could work.
Oh.
Right.
If
All I
you
heard
hit
was
something
light up
flammable.
and then shoot into
I was
the
going to be
thing.
very upset if
And
you
I
had
was
the
like-
light
I was
cantrip and I was holding a torch.
Alright, so
No,
is that what
I
you want to
wish
do?
I
You
had
want
the
to
light.
shoot a fireball into the...
Yes.
Okay. The range on a firebolt's what, 120 feet? Is it 90?
Give me a sec. Let me pull out my character sheet because I don't have my second.
I believe it's 120.
So
Sounds like, isn't that the Eldritch Blast range? Because now the Eldritch Blast has a
Eldritch
hella
Blast is
big
also
range.
120. I think most
it is
decent
120
cantrips
feet.
are 120.
It is
Okay.
120 feet.
Okay.
That's a lot.
So
Yeah, that's good.
for 120 feet, it goes through a long pipe, and you do see it like crawling through the shallow water in the hollowed area of the
I see.
what's it called? Hall.
We're planning
Nice.
to run after it. Are you going to? Or do you want to go alert the guards?
Who, me or?
I guess it's technically like this. Like the tail end is right there.
I think probably we should stick together to hunt it down. If we trap it, then maybe we get the guard.
I don't want to trap it.
Then I think we kill it and then worry about the guards.
Okay.
Like the same
sorry,
discovery.
but-
We're not going to release it back into the wild.
I'm sorry, but keeping something caged is just no. I'm not keeping someone caged. It
So,
deserves to die free.
since
In a
since
sewer.
I did it up kinda like
Free
a
in the
flare,
sewers.
Free in the sewers.
Sorry, what are you
Right.
doing, Mason?
Since I did light up the area like a flare with my firebolt, since I do have a second attack, would I be able to fire another firebolt, but instead at it or no?
No, because I think the extra attack only applies to weapon attacks,
Okay.
not spell attacks.
Correct.
Sorry, I missed.
Okay, it's when you take the attack action, and technically, a spell attack is not the attack action. You're casting a spell as your action, so
Okay.
no.
So how much can we see
So
in
if
this
I were
chamber
to
now?
action surge, would I be able to do 2 attacks with that action?
Yes.
Yeah, but I think you would technically have disadvantage because it's like a flare. It would go 120 feet, immediately fizzle out, and then you have to fire again into the dark. Kind of get, you know where it's standing, but you don't like. It's not gonna super accurate. Like I don't think it would.
Mm.
Well, that's a question for DM. Would that be a thing?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So never mind. I'm not action surge.
Okay, are you just going to stand there after your flare then?
Well, you can start moving towards where we're heading.
Would I be able to move here? And would that be considered 30 feet or?
I don't know. Is that your movement speed to get there?
Well, it would be if I were to go through, like,
So to walk through, so you can walk through an ally's space normally, but I believe in enemy's space it's completely blocked. You'd have to shove them.
Okay.
That's how I rule it.
Don't get too close to it.
So I could be there, and that'd be my 30 feet.
Yep.
Okay.
Trust me, I would recommend staying away from it because every other person I've been with has either gotten arrested or died.
Yeah, we didn't need to
see.
tell them that yet.
Might as well tell them now.
Can I still see the creature?
Yes.
I would like to bonus action Kensai shot and shoot it.
Okay.
17 to hit.
That's a hit.
Nice.
Another 14 points of piercing damage in through the
Alright.
tail.
So what did
It
the
hisses again.
so did the firebolt like stay lit for a few seconds and that's why we can still see it, or is it because my torch is over here
That's because your
and it like
torch.
okay, that makes sense.
And then I would like to run forward and leap across this chasm pipe thing, dip, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm good here.
Okay. So you're like looking down in the entrance.
Yeah.
Leon.
Yeah, I am moving close to
Sorry.
that jerk.
Just real quick, how wounded does it look?
It looks pretty bad. It's got
Okay.
lots of arrows in it. It's bleeding out profusely.
Nice.
Leon made an attack on his last turn, right?
How long would it get to there?
Oh, I forgot extra attack.
Wait, how far to get to this part?
I don't know. Did you
Hey,
count down the
DM?
squares?
Eh.
Yes, Matt.
I don't mean to interrupt Leon's turn, but Joan forgot that she had an extra attack.
It's fine. I will write it down.
Snap to control. No. I
Go
can't see
ahead.
over. Okay, yeah, I can. I can get to it because it's like, what, 40 feet, and I have 45 movement feet.
Okay.
Zip, zip, zip.
I just like the image of like Leon, like we're all like trying to be cautious, like let's follow it, but not get too close. And Leon's like, "Come back here, motherfucker!"
He's just move, 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 move. Hey! Jumps
Out of my
over
way.
the freaking the pit, and then just pushes past you guys. Nearly stumbles off into the pit, where the creature is, kind of like.
Wait, why
And
can't I select my token? Wait, no. Because I put pin move, why can't I select my token? Never mind. Thank you. Attack it. Thank you. I'm attacking the big old me, and it's probably gonna attack me back, but I guess. Yeah.
25 is a hit.
Yeah. 14.
Second attack. Don't forget,
I get a second attack?
because we're level 5, and you're like a martial character.
All this time. I'm making a second attack at it, and I'm going to try to hit it again. And again, I'm doing my best to kill it.
Twenty-one is a hit.
Nice. 9.
All right, it is still alive, but it is nearly dead. It's getting very sluggish now.
Good. That's what I wanted.
It is its turn, and it's gonna turn around, and for its last life, it's gonna try to bite you, Leon.
You go ahead, try it.
Actually,
I dare you.
it's gonna try to hit
dare
you
you.
with its tail first.
Sweet.
As it's turning around.
Yes.
Smack.
And it does hit, and go ahead and give me a strength
Sweet.
saving
Okay.
throw.
Saving throws.
As you take 4 bludgeoning, and that is with your resistance. Alright, so you do manage to save and don't get knocked down, but it is going to try to bite you. And misses.
Sweet.
And now we go to Dylan.
Sorry, having a hard time with my token. I'm gonna stand in here, see the alligator, and I'm going to use. I don't have a lot of damage, honestly. Does it have any arrows sticking out of it?
Oh yeah, it's got
Yes.
lots.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Heat Metal as a second level spell.
We could
Hold on,
skin this thing. Do you know how
could.
good this hide is? Besides the arrow marks.
It's not. I don't know.
But it's strong.
I don't know
It's
if Jones'
strong.
arrows would be made out of metal. Would
Wait,
they?
What?
Jones?
Joan?
If Jones' arrows would be made out of metal?
Wouldn't they? I think they are. Joan, are they made out of metal?
Because I've done this before with Jones' arrows.
Oh yeah, you have.
It was Warple's arrows that were made out of bone.
So you cause the object, any creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d8 fire damage when you cast the spell. Until the spell ends, you can
roll your
bonus
damage.
action. Okay. Nine.
All right, the sizzling of its flesh overwhelms the last breath that it takes as its whole body goes limp, and it stops moving. And we are out of initiative.
Well done, Dylan.
I mean, I literally did like 5% of the work. I was just the last guy to hit it. But
Yeah, but you still got.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't want to like take other people's thunder.
Is
Hey,
it?
you killed it. Take.
I just put my hands on both Leon and Joan's shoulders, and like I look between them, like the three of us, we did it.
And hey, come on, be nice.
And Mason also helped us do it.
Although I was not very much help.
Is it
to
in
here.
water or anything?
It's in like the inch of water that's in the crevice.
So now I'm gonna look for eggs. Looking.
How much below us is this little channel?
I know for a fact that it's not in
10
water.
feet.
I would like to hop down into the channel and look at its body.
Not to make her. Yeah, I join her, and
For
not to make her
what?
running.
Are any of the tentacles, one, moving, or two, do they seem unusual in any way?
You can go ahead and make me a nature check.
You know, whatever it is,
So
that isn't natural.
So you feel that the tentacles are possibly a way of being able to help it detect things in water.
Okay.
Making it so anything that is in the water is virtually not undetectable. So these things make it extremely hard for things to not be detectable.
Basically,
That's
it turns the water into a spider.
First off, what I'm gonna do is I hate to make a running gag out of this, but can I see if the alligator crocodile tentacle monster is male or female?
Sure, you can give me a medicine check.
Would it be question.
Yes.
Hold on, let me see what the difference is anyway. Probably
Question
not
and
much.
answer.
Medicine's 2.
Should I roll investigation for the eggs?
Would it be okay?
Yes.
Yeah, medicine's fine.
Hopefully, it's actually a good one.
With the 7, you can't really find exactly where you would find the reproductive organs to be able to identify what sex it is. And Leon,
can I do a medicine check as well?
for
the gender.
You can give Dylan an advantage.
Okay.
So Dylan will roll one more time. While you do that, Leon, as you're like, so are you investigating the main chamber?
I'm investigating everywhere.
Okay. So while Dylan is looking at trying to find the sex, identify the sex of the creature, and Joan is examining the creature's anatomy, you look around and you don't see any signs of like a spot where there'd be eggs, but you do notice something strange. Here is essentially the tunnel so far from what you can see. Right here,
Dylan,
you see it's. You see that right here, the wall is very, very faint. Faintly transparent.
Oh. I'm going to knock it down.
All right.
Like, kick it.
Kick it. You step over to it, and when you shove your foot to the wall, your foot goes right through.
Hey, guys! I found a secret passage.
Passage.
I'm like looking. I look up from the book where I'm like sketching the alligator for like posterity, and I'm just like, oh, that's unusual.
Also, Dylan, I gave you. I'm helping you out on your check on the gender. You have advantage. So you.
Okay, so I can re-roll that.
You roll one more time.
21.
You do decipher that this is a male.
Okay, it's a male, so that's good.
Really good. Do you tell that to Leon?
I said that in character.
Oh.
I said that probably before you like say the secret passage.
Oh. But I'm all the way in the other room.
I would like look towards you because you were worried about it, and then I would like realize that I can't see you anymore. Like, where'd Leon go?
I'm down here!
Joan will turn around and
Leon, before you scream, you see that when you step through, there is a hall that goes out, into what looks to be a more natural cavern, and you can hear the sounds of voices echoing from wherever
Yeah, I'm not
this
gonna
hall
yell.
leads out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like. Guys! They're not gonna hear. It's just like he like picks up his like grabs like a penny from his pouch and like throws it at the wall that goes into the other corridor. No, they're not gonna hear that. Never mind. I'm just gonna wait for them. They're gonna
I
come this
go.
way.
Yeah, I go looking for Leon.
I'll hop out and
Same.
Yeah, it's just like once he sees them, he's like putting his finger up to his mouth and pointing at it, and then cupping his ears.
So this was where the alligator was heading?
No.
Possibly, but the tunnel is
Wait.
way too small for it.
Yeah.
Okay. And you hear, when we get closer, do we hear the voices?
So you are gonna go for you're advancing through the hall.
Yeah.
Is it
also
going Leon, Dylan, Joan,
He-
and then Morgan?
He's gonna like try to like pause them for a second, and then just like try to like strain his ears, listen in with his.
And are we stealthing?
I point towards
Yes.
my torch, like kind of like to like gesture, like should I put this out?
He's like nodding vigorously.
Okay. I put it on the ground and like dip it in the water to like put it out.
So sneak and perception, right? Because I'm trying to listen, and also sneak.
All right. So everyone, give me a stealth check.
I'm just going to kind of lean over and whisper to my friends. If I can. Maybe I should go ahead first. I know the alligator caught me, but
Well-
these sound more human.
That already has. Yeah. No.
Perception,
So everyone's gonna go forth.
and it's just
No one's gonna listen to Joan.
just like Jonas. He's just like looking pleadingly.
I'll let Joan go if she wants to go. But I kind of put my arm on like Leon's arm because I cannot see for shit.
Yeah. It's just like, fine, you go. Tell us what you hear. But
Do
be
you know
very
that
quiet.
Leon could see in the dark?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't know that Leon can see in the dark. I'm holding on to Leon not because I know he can see, but it's for like just so I don't lose all my friends in the dark.
Just assuming we're making a chain.
It's
Yeah.
like for moral support, really.
So Joan, you're gonna go forth, yes? You step up to near the edge, and this is what you see. You see a massive natural cave with at the center a fairly fine carved out stone platform out of a big pool of natural water. It looks clean, but this whole entire cavern smells of salt, rotten fish, and decay. On the platform, what?
Sorry. You said that this is off of the tunnel from the sewage, and
So
then we
this-
went down.
This right here is a natural tunnel, as if something had dug in.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
Sorry.
So this right here is a center platform made of stone, nearly perfectly carved. You see there are three blue-skinned creatures covered in seaweed, all hollowed around what looks to be a dais filled with water. And each of them are talking to each other.
Are they sea hags?
Certainly seems like it.
Do we?
Each of
What?
them are speaking in common. They say I gotta pull up their names real quick.
I'm gonna cry.
I mean, it's okay. They're just sea hags.
One of them
It's okay. They're just no.
says one of them cackles.
I hate him.
And one of them's it continues. It seems to be that it seems that our little William is having himself some dinner, sisters. And one of the other ones says, goes, oh yes, jeepers. And it seems like they must be very tasty. They didn't last very long. So, and then the last one looks over to the one that cackled and says, jeepers, what if its food did survive? What if William's dead? And Jeepers backhands the sea hag. You hold your tongue, weepers. William. Nothing could kill our William. Even those pitiful guards up on the surface. And even if they did, why should we be scared of them? Now, let us go into more important matters. The Lord's Son.
I called it. Sort of.
We're not even there. I so wish we were like there.
I know.
And the one that has not been identified yet says, what about him? What is it more that you have found out, sister? Well, jeepers, it seems to be that everything is according to plan. Even Phase 2.
Oof.
And Weepers says, so the party is going to still commence then, sister? Yes, it will. And the boy is ready. He will do anything for his little lover. All we have to do is wait for the time to arrive when he travels.
Out of character. Did you say he'll do anything for what?
His lover.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. This is just...
And all we have to do is sit back, here, wait, and then listen to the common folk. They will be the ones to tell us whether if he kills her or not. And the one that has not been identified says, and what happens if something goes not according to plan? Then what if he fails to kill her? And Jeeper shrugs, then he's beheaded. And either way, one of them will be dead. And Weepers will say, sister, I don't know. Why don't we just set something up so then if he fails, both of them die? And Jeepers back, like this time, takes her fist and boom, hits her on top of the head. And Weepers goes, because you idiot! If we do that, it'll be too obvious. He needs to do it, and if he fails, and again, one of them is dead. Then, we will just try some other way. We have all the time in the world to kill her. If he succeeds, then she will die, and so will he. Either way, it's a win for us. And they all cackle.
I am going to retreat back down.
That's where we're gonna end it for tonight.
Oh,
Damn it.
Oh! So excited. So ready to do this. I was so happy to do this session.
I feel like crying. More hags!
I mean, unless they're
Haven't
not
we had
hags.
enough? They are. They're sea.
Yeah, they're probably hags.
They're sea hags.
But at least you were right. We were right.
We were right
We
about the
solved both
alligator
of our
and the sea
problems.
hags.
I'm so upset.
Why are you
hags?
upset?
Yeah, I
Because
had to really.
hags.
They're
Why do you
hags,
do
though.
this?
I really had to hold back when one of you earlier in the session was like, well, at least we don't have to deal with hags, and I really had to hold myself back. I almost went.
Funny you say that.
Little do they know. Okay, so out of curiosity, what would even our plan be for this? Like, could we
How
take
would
on?
we?
Well,
We
first things
can.
first is I'm going to assume that you guys have just about hag it with hags, right?
Yeah.
I have
Well,
had it.
that's kind of a little look into the future. After this quest, we won't be dealing with hags.
Are you sure?
No.
Please.
Promise us anything.
Please. No more hags.
Could be worse. There could be
Begging
night
you.
hags.
I don't even know
Stop.
what night hags
Don't.
are.
Don't tempt him. Do not tempt him.
Little do you know, I'm smiling like the Grinch right now.
I know.
No.
How would we? Can we even fight three
No,
hags?
we can't. That's the
But we
thing.
might be able to.
Unless we're able to charm
We
one
don't
of them.
need to yet.
If I
And
remember
then-
correctly, sea hags are one of the hags.
If I remember correctly, that is metagaming.
Just saying.
Well, just saying is kind of triggering me.
I didn't even
Okay.
hear what he said, so you know. And it's a coven of hags. We are going to die.
Regardless,
if we take them on.
I mean, they could be like the weakest of the hags, but even then, three of them against four of us is still not a
But we
fight
don't
I'd
have
want to
to
bet
kill
money
them.
on.
You know what
Also,
would be
I'm not
good?
saying that in
You know what would
character,
be good?
saying that out of
If we started a witch hunt.
The other thing
a
is
witch
too
hunt for what?
is the other thing is too is even if you do kill them, there's still the problem with Bert.
Yeah,
We'll
because
kill
he's
Bert.
No,
Oh
we
yeah,
have to
that's
tell
a
his
good idea.
father.
Kill the only son that can take up the title of Lord
I was gonna say
of this
that's
town. I don't think Vonda would
that's
not
that's
agree with
what
that.
that's what the hags are trying to do anyway. It sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So you'd just be doing them a favor.
So he said he'll do anything for his lover, whoever that is,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll
I
kill
think it's
her.
one of them under disguise. I've been telling you, he has. It's like the Ariel thing, you know?
Oh,
It's like
yeah,
the
that
little
could be a
mermaid.
thing.
Yeah,
Possibly.
but instead of Ursula, it's the sea hags.
Maybe.
Is it
Wait,
I
she is
believe-
a sea hag.
Another thing as well is there's also a thing that he's going to, a party or something.
Right,
yeah.
he's getting
Keep him
married to
from
what's her
that party.
face. Wait, did
Keep
we ever
him
figure
from
out
that
who he's
party.
getting married to?
Nope.
No.
We also didn't figure out when he's getting married.
Wait,
It'll be funny.
what if he's
Yeah,
getting
no.
married to Bethany?
That's
can't
actually
let
what I
that
was
happen.
thinking. Like
We can't
Lord
let that
Green's
happen.
daughter, because that would like make sense because he has one daughter.
But he's going to
We-
kill
we
whoever he's
can't-
getting married
We
to.
can't let that happen.
Yeah,
okay?
we can't let it happen. Bethany's actually a decent person.
She is. She's a sweet
But
person.
this kid was also a good person until he's got like absorbed.
He's spitting,
spat in
he's
my
spitting
face.
Leon's face.
But that was after he got possessed.
Okay, you can have a hard life. You can have rough things happen to you, but that doesn't give you an excuse to be a complete douchebag to people.
I mean, look at Charlie.
not
He did some
possessed.
fucked up things in his past, and he still ended up
He's
a
not-
nice guy.
He's not possessed.
Can we not talk about Charlie?
He's not
Yes.
possessed. If he was
Triggered.
possessed, yeah, he's not possessed. If he was possessed, I would have sensed it when I did detect magic.
No, this is completely under his free will. He's like this. This is how he is. Sometimes. I think he's just
It could be that they
love
broke him.
Christ. Oof.
True.
Don't
Mhm.
say that. Please.
Well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna kill two of the hags, and we're gonna interrogate the last one.
So there's Jeepers and there's Weepers, right?
Mhm.
And probably creepers.
That's what I was gonna
thought it was
say.
creepers. Yeah,
It's probably creepers.
it's
No, her
probably
name's
creepers.
no, it's like Julie. That's the third one. Jeepers, Weepers, and Julie,
Probably.
or Sarah, or
Probably.
something.
But why do they want them dead? That's the question. Do
We
they
don't
want
have
chaos? They probably want chaos. They probably want chaos. That's it.
I guess you'll
Maybe,
have to figure out next time on Dragon Ball. All right.
maybe.
So
I'm also a little
we're gonna say
afraid.
goodbye to the people, so then you guys can theorize.
Okay.
Goodbye,
Goodbye.
peoples.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye,
See you guys
peoples.
next week.